Hi everyone, my name is Eunice and I have prepared 1 hour of flow, body, mind flow. I hope you find it helpful. So we'll start straight away by sitting on your mat. Perhaps you need a block, cushion or something to sort of elongate the spine. So we sit nice and tall, we relax the jaw. We lengthen the spine, and I tend to say the Sushumna Nadhi, which is that golden rod between the base and the crown. So sitting nice and tall, bring your hands in Jnana Mudra, index finger and thumb touches the back of the hands onto your thighs. Maybe you close your eyes. We have work to do. We have the blessed opportunity to cultivate the skills necessary to live a happy, fulfilled, truthful life, filled with integrity, acceptance, and love. The only thing that gets in our way is our limiting beliefs and the attachment we have to the false and disempowering stories we tell ourselves that are true. We tell ourselves they're true. They're not. It is our shadows, or fear, guilt, shame, unresolved grief, lies, illusion, and attachment that blocks us from knowing that true depths of our unwavering spirit and the power that is cultivated when we open ourselves to the mysterious call of grace. It is in these emotions suppressed that create the tension we feel and contribute to negative choices we make. We're here to learn, to grow, to stand vitally in the presence of both our lightest aspect and our darkest longings, and experience both as divine. Our tension blocks us but also teaches. It holds a great mirror to our trauma and misperception. It is only through this reflection that we can truly see what needs to be healed, what needs to be understood, what needs to be reclaimed as grace. So we have work to do, but first on ourselves, for deeper awareness and understanding. It is in the understanding the subtle impulses that drives our own humanity and the fragility of the ego that we can respect with empathy and true compassion. The journey of all souls as they slowly but inevitably return home to their source. We're here to learn what love is and the journey to what awakening is. And it starts with each breath we inhale and we exhale. Good, and now place your hands into an opening prayer in a namaste where your palms into your heart space. As we calling into the God of our understanding, be it your highest power, the creative consciousness, Mother Earth, or the Holy Mother herself. May this practice allow us to explore our body as a vehicle for truth and wisdom. May we stay present to the sensations and our reaction to those sensations, and be granted the insight to perceive ourselves more clearly without judgment, disappointment, or shame. Let this practice release the tension effectively, unleashing any repressed emotion that are blocking us from our truest nature and most divine self. We ask for the strength, for protection, patience, and clarity. We ask to surrender our will and trust fully the guidance of our soul. May this practice be blessed. Good, and then come up straight into downward facing dog. Press your fingertips, your knuckle pads into the mat. Push your hips up, the knees can be bent. Walk it out or pedal it out. Drop your head. Relax your neck. And just take a few breaths here. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more breath. Inhale. At the end of the exhale, just walk your feet one by one towards the front of your mat. Once you get there, half lift, lengthen, flat back. Exhale. Bow. Press into the feet and come all the way up and stretch up, palms touch, and bring the palms to your heart space. Namaste. We're going to start with Surya Namaskar A, sun salutation. Inhale, bring the arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, bow forward. Once you've reached the floor, inhale to a half lift, fingertips on the shins or on the floor, lengthen the spine, pull the navel to the spine, push the thigh bones back. Exhale, bow. Inhale to a plank position, top of a push-up. Lengthen the neck, belly is in and up. For the first one, we're going to just drop our knees down and slowly come down. Bend the elbows, come all the way onto your belly. And we come into a little Bhujangasana Cobra pose. So bring the elbows back and lift your sternum. Exhale, bow. Good, come push up onto all fours, tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Again, breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. When you're ready, at the end of the exhalation, walk forward. Once you're there, inhale, half lift, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, bow. Inhale, circle sweep, come all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, bring the hands back to prayer position. Namaste. Mudra. We're going to repeat that. So take the arms overhead, stretch up, look up, touch your palms, a little back bend perhaps. Exhale, bow all the way through center line to the floor. Once you're there, half lift, lengthen on the floor, on your shins, the fingertips. Exhale to bow. Plant your palms and come now back into plank position, top of a push-up, lengthen. This time maybe you bend the elbows and come all the way down, and then you come into an upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ground yourself here. Build a pose from the ground up. Notice the quality of your breath. Deepen each inhale. Observe the length of every exhale. Make your breath the priority for this practice. Like a moving meditation, the breath will keep you in your body and in present time. At the end of the next exhale, walk or step or float forward. Inhale, half lift, lengthen, flat back. Exhale to bow. Press into the feet, circle sweep, take it all the way up, touch your palms, look up. Exhale, bring the hands, prayer position right at your heart space. Samastitihi, equal standing prayer position. Namaste Mudra. Take one breath. We can now go to Surya Namaskar B, sun salutation B. Good. Take the arms all the way up, sink the hips, chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend the knees, hold there, breathe. Then straighten the legs, take the arms all the way up, maybe a little back bend or not. Exhale, fold all the way forward. One half lift, flat back. Exhale to bow. Plant your palms. Step, hop, walk back. Plank pose, top of a push-up. Chaturanga Dandasana. So that means bending your elbows and come down. And then maybe come into an upward facing dog. Shoulder blades back and down. And exhale, downward facing dog. At the end of the exhalation, just step your right foot forward between your hands, back heel down, and come up. 45-degree angle with that back heel, back leg, and come up. Inhale, warrior one. Lengthen up, zip up the midline, square off the hips. Exhale, fold forward, go back into plank pose, top of a push-up. Come through a vinyasa, that means bend the elbows, come forward, and come into an upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. At the end of that exhalation, step your left foot forward between your hands. Back heels drops down, 45-degree angle. Inhale, come all the way up, warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Keep the hips square, pull the belly in, lengthen up. Inhale. Exhale, come forward, go back into a plank position, top of a push-up. Bend the elbows, come halfway or all the way. Come up into an upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Feel the connection with your body on the earth, stabilized, grounded. Continue focusing your awareness on these deep inhales and the exhales. So kind of increasing the physical and emotional benefits as you do. Be aware of your thoughts that arises. Stay with your breath. At the end of the exhalation, step, hop, walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to bow. Brush your fingertips to the mat. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink the hips, lift the arms. Hold there, breathe. Good. Inhale, straighten the legs. Take it all the way around to the back and then bring it back into a prayer position. Namaste Mudra. Take a breath. We're just going to repeat that again. So when you're ready, Utkatasana, chair pose. Take the arms up, sink the hips. Bend the knees lots, sink the hips, hold. Inhale, take the arms overhead, go into a back bend, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, step, hop, float. Take it into your vinyasa, Chaturanga Dandasana. Then an up dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Then into down dog, Adha Mukha Svanasana. Breathe here. At the end of your next exhalation, step the right leg forward. Your right leg forward, back heel down. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Exhale, fold forward. Take it back into a vinyasa, right leg back. Plank pose, top of a push-up. Bend the elbows, come down, then upward facing dog. We meet in downward facing dog. At the end of the exhalation, take your left leg forward, plant the foot down in between the hands. Bring the back heel down, remembering that 45-degree angle, square off the hips. Take it up, inhale, stretch up, look up. Palms facing each other. Exhale, bow forward, vinyasa. Take the left leg back, plank pose. Chaturanga Dandasana, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. The rhythmic movements of sun salutes increases your internal heat and muscular elasticity as a result. So notice what parts of your body feel open, accessible, what parts feel tight. Breathe in to that tension. At the end of your next exhalation, look forward, step, hop, float to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift, lengthen, flat back. Exhale to bow. Press into the feet. Touch the fingertips to the mat. Utkatasana, awkward. Bend the knees. Sink the hips. Pull the navel to spine. Inhale, straighten up. Take the arms around. Bring it back into Namaste Mudra, the heart space. Take a breath. Exhale. We're now going to go into Vrikshasana, a tree posture. So stand in Tadasana, mountain pose, and shift your weight into your left leg. Pick up the sole of the right foot and place it wherever you can, onto your thighs, your shin, or even to the toes, so you find that balance, and keep your hands in Namaste. Hold there, balance, lengthen the neck, pull in the belly in and up, Uddiyana Bandha. Good, now take your arms up to the sky, to the ceiling, wherever you are. Look up. And then bring the arms out wide to the sides. Hold, stay, breathe. Now bring the hands back into Namaste. Hold. One more breath. And exhale, release. We're going to switch sides. Shift the weight into your left leg. Your right leg, rather. Pick up the sole of the left foot. Place it to the inner thighs, wherever you can for your tree posture. From the hands from Namaste goes up to the ceiling, to the sky. Lift up, look up. Keep that balance, lengthen the neck. Get your core engaged. Now bring the arms out to the side. Keep the balance, hold, stay, breathe. Now bring the hands back to prayer position. One more breath. And exhale, release, shake it out, move it around. Come back to the front of your mat in Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, stretch, release. Take the arms overhead, stretch up. Go for a little back bend if you feel like it. Exhale, bow forward, fold forward. One half lift, flat back. Exhale, bow. Plant the palms, step, hop or float, vinyasa time. Chaturanga Dandasana, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. We meet in downward facing dog. Notice as the practice quickens, if you lose your connection with the breath. The breath centers the nervous system, letting us do our work on the mat and in life, calmly and with awareness. So just breathe. At the end of the exhalation, step your right leg forward, left heel back, down, square off the hips. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Lengthen up. Exhale, Warrior 2, Vajra 2, Virabhadrasana 2. See that you have heel arch alignment. Make the arms wide, look forward. Good, let's do a little side angle. Right elbow onto right knee, left arm all the way up. Stretch it, lengthen. Perhaps you take your right hand to the floor for a bit and lift your chest and rotate up towards the ceiling. Inhale brings you back up to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel, come all the way down into a vinyasa. Chaturanga, upward facing, downward facing. Again, breathe here. At the end of the exhalation, let's do the left side, left leg. Your left leg, bring it through between your hands. Right heel down. Inhale, take the arms all the way up. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Lengthen up. Exhale, warrior 2. Take your time. 1 or 2 movements is okay. Good, same thing. We're gonna either go into a side angle or we're gonna bring that left hand down, right arm up over your ears if you can. Rotate the chest, bring it up. Good. Good, inhale brings you up. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. And then bring the hands down. Come all the way down into a vinyasa. Chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha, downward facing. Good, breathe. Lengthen. Notice the inhalation and the exhalations. Alignment provides stability and allows us to explore uninvestigated parts of our body. Don't push. Definitely don't run away. Be present. And sometimes we can notice that we want to check out, the need to check out. So stay, breathe. At the end of the exhalation, step hop, float to the top of your mat. 1 half lift, flat back. Exhale, bow. Inhale, circle sweep. Come all the way up, stretch up, look up. Palms to namaste at the heart space. Take a breath. We're going again. Take the arms overhead, stretch up, look up. Palms together or hook your thumbs and go for a deep back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bow. Plant the palms, step hop, float, vinyasa, chaturanga, dandasana, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. At the end of the exhalation, step your right foot forward, back heel down, Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Make sure you have that heel arch alignment, zip up the midline. Good, now we're gonna go for Utthita Trikonasana. It means straight-legged triangle, so straighten that right leg. Good, and then bring it all the way, right hand down, left arm up. It could be on the shin, the floor, the outside, so you lift your chest. Feel the fingertips to the floor or on your shins. And the fingertips above, and stretch up and stretch down and press into the feet. Make it strong. Lift, turn the chest up a little bit more, tuck the tailbone in a bit more. Good. Inhale brings you up. And as you come up, just parallel off the feet. Interlace your hands behind your back, the legs are still wide. And let's inhale, lift the sternum. Exhale, bow forward. Keep the hands interlaced. You can bend the elbows or not, or straighten the elbows, drop your head. And now grab hold, let the arms come forward and grab hold of your big toes. Right hand to right big toe, left hand to left big toe. Let your head go towards the floor, hips up. Straighten the legs, or you can keep the knee a little bit bent. Push the hips up. Breathe. Good. 1 half lift, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, bow, and walk the feet in about hip distance apart. We're gonna go for a little bear pose. What that means is like an Utkatasana chair, but you're sticking your backside all the way back, more deeper, and the feet a little bit more apart, and your arms are in front. And if you have lower back issues, you can always bring the arms behind. See how you go. Sink a bit lower, hold, breathe. Good, fold all the way forward, straighten the legs. Inhale, half lift, exhale, bow. Inhale, circle sweep, come all the way up, stretch up, hands to Namaste. Prayer position at your heart center. Good, we're gonna do that same thing on the opposite side. So take the arms overhead, stretch up, lengthen up, look up, hook the thumbs, go for a back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, exhale, bow. Plant the palms, step, hop, walk, float. You can skip the vinyasa if you like. Chaturanga Dandasana, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left leg. Bring your left foot forward between your hands, back heel down, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Keep that alignment, keep the hips nice and square. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, Warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2, keep that alignment. Now, we straighten that left leg and we come for Uttita Trikonasana, straight-legged triangle. Left arm down, right arm up. Lengthen up. Fingertips stretched. Turn your chest up a little bit more. Press into the feet. Bring the tailbone under a little bit. Pull the belly in. Lift the chest more. Inhale brings you up. Parallel off the feet. And now turn the feet, the right foot out, left foot out, heels in. So like we're going into a kind of a goddess position or a moon squat. Good. Bring the arms from a prayer position. We're going to bring it in front. Then we're going to bring it above as we sink the hips more into that goddess pose. Hold, stay, breathe. Come down a little bit lower. One more breath. Good. Parallel off the feet. Drop the head down. Push the hips up. Keep the legs wide, but push the hips up. Inhale, one half lift. Exhale, bow again forward. Now keep the legs open and come down into a squat. Yogic squat, Malasana. Sink the hips or you can sit on a block or a book or a cushion. Now take the arms overhead and interlace and stretch up, and perhaps you can look up in Malasana. Make the knees wide. Look up. Nice. Good. Bring the fingertips back to the floor, hips up, head down, toe heel your feet in. Take the hands behind your heels and bring the chin towards your shin. Push the hips up. Come on to the balls of your feet a little bit. Nice forward fold, Uttanasana. Half lift, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, bow again. Inhale, circle sweep, come all the way up, stretch up, bring the hands to Namaste, heart center. Good, we're still at the side of the mat. Now you're gonna do a little kind of pigeon squat. So you're gonna take the right ankle over the left thigh. You're gonna bend the knees, push the hips back, and then take the arms forward. Again, if you've got a lower back issue, you can take the arms back, but try to open up the hips here, sink down, hold, stay, breathe. One more breath. Inhale brings you up and release. Straighten the legs. Now let's come back like in an Utkatasana. Bend the knees. Take the left ankle over the right thigh now. Push the hips back. Take the arms forward. See how you go. Sink the hips. Open up the hips. Sink. Hold. Stay. Breathe. Good. And then straighten the legs. Come up. Feet in Tadasana, mountain pose. Come back to the front of your mat. Bring the hands into a prayer position. Namaste Mudra. Let's go for a vinyasa. Take the arms overhead, stretch up. Go for a your back bend. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to bow. Plant the palms, step, hop or float. Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Stay in down dog. Breathe. At the end of the exhalation, take your right leg forward and this time come up to a crescent lunge. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back heel, lift up. High lunge, crescent. From here, we're going to do a little prayer twist. So bring your hands in Namaste and then hook your elbows to the right thigh and press into the palms. But lift your sternum and feel the twist. And some of you will stay here. Some of you might open the arms for a deeper twist. It's okay. Whatever you do, it's okay. Lift the sternum, feel the twist. One more breath. Good. Come back up. Lengthen up. Back into crescent lunge and then frame the front foot. Go for a vinyasa. We're going to go for the opposite side. So take your vinyasa or just come into downward facing dog. We did a lot of vinyasa here. At the end of the exhalation, step your left leg forward. High lunge, tuck the back toes, crescent. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring the hands prayer position. Now take the left elbow across and press into the palms and lift your sternum and feel the twist and lengthen up and press into the palms or open both arms up. Nice. Take it up, frame the front foot. Go for a vinyasa. We meet in downward facing dog. We're going to do a little twisting triangle pose. It's called Parvita Trikonasana. So from down dog, you're going to raise your right leg high. Exhale, bring it through between your hands. The back heel comes down, but the back leg comes a little bit closer to the front. The left arm comes to the outside of the right foot, both legs are straight. Right arm to the right hip. And lift that right arm all the way up if you can, or stay on the hips. But the main thing here is to lift the chest and feel the twist. It's almost like your legs are coming into scissors or a bridge. Squeeze it. One more breath. Good. Inhale brings you up. Exhale, down dog. Let's do the left side. Take your left leg high as you inhale, exhale. Bring it through between your hands. Both legs are straight. Back, heel down, but bring that back leg closer to the front. Narrow the gap. This time, right arm comes to the outside of the left foot. Left hand on the hip. Twist, turn. Maybe left hand comes up. Maybe you lift your sternum a little bit more. Maybe you feel the twist deep. Twisting or detoxing. One more breath. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. At the end of the exhale, step, hop, walk, float to the top of your mat. One half lift. Exhale, bow. And as you're there, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Keep the feet together or hip distance apart. Come into a prayer position so the legs are together or hip distance apart. We go for a noose pose. So we bring the right elbow, we bring the left elbow to right thigh, press into the palms, twist again, lift the chest. Come back and straighten the legs as you bow forward. Come back into Utkatasana and go to the opposite side. Right elbow to left thigh, press into the palms, squeeze, feel, lift the chest. Come back to center, forward fold, straighten the legs, take the hands behind your calves and push the hips up and drop the head and lengthen up. One more breath. Inhale, circle sweep, bring it all the way up, stretch up. Exhale, come back into Namaste, prayer position. At the most tender part of your heart, take a breath. Now we're going to do some side moon, like Ardha Chandrasana, like half moon. So you're going to take your left hand and grab hold of your right wrist. Palms can be facing forward. And lean over to the left. So you're stretching your right side body. And the arms are very close to your ears. The left shoulder comes in a little bit. The right shoulder goes back a little bit. You press into the feet. You feel grounded. Come back to center and switch sides. Grab hold of your left wrist, palms facing forward. Press into the left leg, both legs. Right shoulder forward a little bit, left shoulder back. Lengthen up, opening up into that side moon. Good. Inhale brings you back. Take the arms overhead, stretch up, go for your back bend. Exhale, fold forward. One half lift, flat back. Exhale, bow. Plant the palms, is vinyasa time. Go for your vinyasa. And let's meet in downward facing dog. And this time you're going to drop your knees down. You can do a little cat-cow. Arch the spine, look up, exhale round. And then now you're going to bring your forearms. We're going to go into a dolphin pose. So you're going to bring your forearms to the floor. You're going to interlace your fingers. You're still on your knees. And with that interlaced fingers and forearm pressing down, you're going to lift your hips up. Maybe your heels can't come down. Just do what you can, but your head is off the mat. Push up. Push your hips right up. Good. And then release. Come back down. Drop your knees back to the floor. And now we make it into a downward facing dog. From down dog, come into plank pose. And we're now going to go into a side plank. So left hand down. Bring the right arm up and take the right leg all the way straight. Or you can even bring your left knee down if you prefer. And we go into a side plank. Make it strong. Lengthen. Good. And let's switch sides. Right hand down or right knee down if you wish. Left arm up. Make it strong. Feel that side plank. And then come back into downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. We're going to go for a little extended side angle bind. So you're going to take your right leg high. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it through between your hands and back heel down. And you're in like a warrior two kind of variation. So the hands are inside of the right foot. And you're going to go for a little bind. So you're going to take your right hand underneath your left hand on top and go for the bind. But lift your chest and feel the twist. Good. Come back up all the way, downward facing dog. And we do the next side. So left leg, take it high. Inhale, exhale, bring it through. So it's not between your hands, it's to the outside of your hands. So you have that groundingness, the heel down, it's inside. You take the left hand underneath this time, the right hand on top, and you go for your extended side angle bind. And if you can't bind, it's okay. You don't have to bind. You can just keep the hands up or stay down. Good. Right, come back into downward facing dog. At the end of the exhale, step, hop or float to the front. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, circle sweep. Take it all the way up. Stretch up. Exhale, hands back to Namaste Mudra. Prayer position, heart space. One more vinyasa. Then we'll be finished with all the vinyasa. So let's do it. Take the arms overhead, stretch up, lengthen up. Back bend if you so feel like it. Go deeper. Exhale, bow. Plant the palms, step, hop or float, vinyasa. We meet again in down dog. Now we're going to do a one-arm down dog. So what that means, you're going to walk your feet a bit closer to the hands, like a shortened down dog. You're going to take your right hand to the outside of the left foot and then twist underneath and look under and twist and feel and lengthen. And one more breath. And switch sides. Left hand to right, the outside of the right ankle or your shin, wherever you can reach, and curl under and twist and stretch and open. Good. Come back to your downward facing dog. And then we're going to come down onto all fours, a few cat-cows again. Inhale, flower open, exhale, bow. And we'll come back into that dolphin pose variation, but this time we're going to do a prayer position. So bring the forearms down, make it into a prayer position. Tuck your toes under, push the hips up, the head is off the floor. Press into the forearms. Maybe this time your heels can be down. It doesn't matter if it's not. Breathe. Nice. Good. Bring the knees to the floor. Your back onto all fours. Sit back onto your heels. Take a breath. Good. Cross the legs, cross the shins. Take the legs out in front. Let's do a little boat pose, Navasana. Take the legs, either the knees can be bent or lengthen out. Take the arms out in front. Pull the belly in, lift the spine. And then slowly, slowly come all the way onto your back. Knees up, soles of the feet on the mat. We're going to go into a bridge pose now. Setu Bandhasana, bridge. Press into the feet. Lift your hips up. Interlace your hands underneath your bottom. Bring your shoulder blades back and down. Tuck the chin in. Bring the chest towards the chin as you hold for 3 breaths. Lift the hips a little bit higher. One more breath. And then slowly, slowly come down. Release the hands and come down. We can come back into bridge for some of you, or if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can go to Urdhva Dhanurasana, wheel pose. With wheel, you bring your hands by your ears, fingers pointing towards your shoulder. You press into the hands, press into the feet. Lift your hips right up. And then slowly, slowly, chin to chest, come down. Let's try that one more time, either bridge or wheel. And then slowly come down. Lie on your back, hug your knees into your chest. Now take your right hand to the outside of the left thigh and push both your knees over to the right, look to the left. Come into a twist. So into this twist as you breathe, when we don't acknowledge our emotion, they stay repressed in our cells and become the tension we feel. How good are you at owning your feelings? How has your journey been? What have you learned? What are the experiences you embody that have blocked your heart from love? Where do you define yourself, by your loss or your hurt? How has that served you? What would happen if you would transform your perspective? What would change? Take a breath in, come back up, and take the left arm outside of the right thigh, knee, and take it over to the opposite side into that twist. Again, feel the twist, breathe. So would you change? What would you be? We learn compassion through loss, acceptance through shame. We get wisdom through experience. So we get acceptance through shame, and then we get wisdom through our experience. We become the spiritual beings we are through the humanity we share. You are in the mystery. Good, and then come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. And then coil up a little, bring the nose to the knees, coil up. It feels pretty nice. Good, and then rock all the way up and sit in Vajrasana style, like Thunderbolt. Bring your knees back, sit on your heels. Take a breath. Exhale. We're going to come into like a Janu Shirshasana, which is taking the legs out in staff pose, lengthen out and lengthen your spine. And then you're going to bring your right knee to the inside of the left groin or thigh and lengthen the left leg out. You can take a breath in and lift up, and exhale, come forward. Janu Shirshasana. So like a head to knee sitting. So soften everything here. Our work is to remember we are on a soul's quest for expanded consciousness. This requires us to be stalked by life herself. She challenges us, provokes us, provides opportunity. We are here to learn the power of love, but the journey reveals also its opposite expression. What love is not. She holds the mirror to the places within that are disconnected from ourselves, each other, and our relationship with the divine. We are not these bodies or the stories we tell ourselves are true. We are children of God, manifestation of light, truth, and love. Good, and then come up, inhale and switch sides. Sitting head to knee, Janu Shirshasana. Take the arms overhead, stretch up, exhale, fold forward. Lengthen wherever you can reach, it's okay. So this is the process of the mind-body experience. We breathe, move the tension, feel the reaction, that we have noticed the various emotions or qualities that arises. Stay present to what we feel. Breathe into it fully. Notice its familiarity. We expose the shadow aspects of ourselves, the attachment or even addiction we have to those emotions. We explore its power, its influence, its effects. All emotions have a vibration. that vibration, unprocessed, stay embedded in ourselves. We become our fear, we become our guilt, we become our shame. Understanding the shadow, the parts of ourselves we wouldn't want anyone else to know about or see. We recognize the influence this energy has on our health, well-being, and perception. And then take a breath in, come up, stretch up. And exhale, bring the soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana. It's called Bounded Angle Pose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bow forward if you can. If not, stay upright. So breathe into your body, into your tension. Feel where it is most present. Stay with it. What is it teaching you? What is the lesson? What is the truth? What are you being called to learn? Can you trust this guidance? Take a breath. So here's the thing, yoga reminds us again and again, everything is connected, all is interdependent, that we must heal the separation we feel within ourselves. Only then will we see beyond reason, beyond time and space, beyond right or wrong. That's all is one. Good, and inhale, come up. We're going to come into a little double pigeon now. So it means that you bring one knee down, so let's say the left knee down, right on top of the left, and if you can't, just do Sukhasana where you cross the shins. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, come forward. Hold there and breathe. Breathe into your body, into the sensation, into your hips, shoulders, and neck. The body knows, it remembers. It is time for all of us to awaken and stand firmly in our spirit, to embrace all that this world is and contribute to it and our evolution. We're not the small, weak voice that limits our beauty and strength. Spirit teaches us outside our practical perceptions that everything happens so that our soul can transform. We co-create with the universe and magnetize exactly what we need in order to grow and to develop our consciousness. Good, take a nice deep inhale, come up. And then swap sides. So if you had the left down, place the right. And inhale, stretch up, exhale, come forward. Again, let's go deep into the stretch and breathe into the body, into the sensation, into the hips. So again, we co-create with the universe and magnetize everything that we need in order to grow and develop our consciousness. It is in this understanding that there can be no blame or victimization. Life just is. We feel, we deal, we accept, we learn, we grow, we serve. We see each other as teachers and each experience as great and divine teaching. Doesn't it make it easier? Our hearts will still be broken. People that we love will still die. All we can hope for is a shift of perception so that we can become empowered by our experiences, not in spite, but because of them as they are. They have revealed themselves to be blessed. Good, take a nice deep inhale, come up. Lengthen the legs out. We're going to go into a little Paschimottanasana, this folded forward bend. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, fold forward. So let's define God as what lies within. That is truth and love. It is primordial yet within all. What blocks this light is our shadow self, where we accept all aspects of our humanity, and we are not exempt from the pull of the ego and the hunger of our desires. We learn to recognize the sensation, sit with it, breathe into it, and in time, with patience, with surrender, watch it open and change. Yoga teaches us nothing is permanent, not our joy, not our pain. It is accepting the inevitable flow of life that we come to expect, change, and accept the pyramid of feelings that arises as a result. We learn to honor its unpredictability, its profound offerings. Good. Inhale brings you up. And exhale, come all the way down onto your back. And as you do so, bring your legs all the way up. Stretch the legs up to the ceiling. Bring your hands onto your thighs and lengthen, feel the back into the mat. Viparita Karani. You can even do this against the wall if you're at home and you feel more comfortable. Good. Now hug the knees into the chest. Hug your right knee, lengthen your left leg out. Take a nice deep inhale and take the left hand to the outside of the right thigh and do a nice simple twist. Take it over, look to the right. Breathe. This side twist. Good. One more breath. Come back to center. And hug the left knee, straighten the right leg, take it over to the right, look to the left, side twist. Feel that beautiful twist. Stay, breathe. One more breath. And then come back into your Shavasana. Just feel your body connected to the earth, lengthen the spine. Bring your awareness to the base of your spine, to an energy vortex called Muladhara Chakra. Place your hands at your lower abdomen, thumbs touching. The Muladhara Chakra is the space in our body where we understand our relationship with our family, or stability, or safety. Bring your awareness fully to any sensation, imaginary or color, you may see or feel. From Muladhara, bring your awareness to your lower abdomen, to Swadhisthana Chakra, the energy center of emotion, sexuality, sensuality, creativity. Be present to what you may or may not feel. And from Swadhisthana, bring your awareness to Manipura Chakra at the solar plexus, the energy center of power, ego, individualism, and self-confidence. Can you connect to a sensation here? From Manipur, bring your awareness to your heart center, Anahata Chakra, the energy of love, compassion, forgiveness. What do you feel? From Anahata, bring your awareness to your throat, the Vishuddha Chakra, the energy of communication, self-expression, choice. What do you notice? Bring your awareness to your third eye center, the Ajna Chakra, the center of intuition, vision, dreams. What do you see? As you lie, bring your awareness to the crown of your head, the Sahasrara Chakra, the center of consciousness, the entry point of cosmic awareness. What do you know to be true? Call in the light, experience your heart opening, so filled with longing, with tenderness and hope. We are that light, we are that truth. We are awakened to God that is within, that's already within. This is not something we seek, it is something we awake to. Breathe. Remember who you are. Remember who we are to each other. This daily practice is cyclical experience. It represents the cycles of life, The beginning of our practice is like birth and youth and fluid, expressive, moving briskly from moment to moment. And as we evolve into the standing pose, it reflects us as we mature into adults, learning to stand on our own 2 feet. We challenge ourselves, push our edges, explore the boundaries of our strength, resilience, and patience. And as we move into forward bends, the practice becomes more quiet and internal. Like us in a more advanced year, we reflect, restore, observe, and let go. Finding that practice like life leads us to this moment. This pose, Shavasana, means corpse pose and represents death. Not death as an ending, death as a transcendence, liberation, freedom. This is a cycle from birth to death, and each day as we step on the mat, we have the chance to begin again. And now you're gonna just take a breath and extend your arms out and wrinkle your fingers and your toes and stretch out, and then roll over to your right side, bend the knees, and then slowly come up to sitting. We're gonna do a closing prayers. Place your palms in Namaste. Close your eyes, lengthen into your Sushumna Nadi like we started class. Lengthen from base to crown, that golden rod. Calling in spirit, we give thanks to our bodies, so strong, so capable. We give thanks for our breath, which transforms and gives life. We give thanks to all the beings that walk this path with us and who have taught us in their own unique way the lessons that have opened our hearts to love. We ask for the strength that is required as we deepen our commitment to spirit, the patience necessary as we sit turning inwards for new interpretation, and for the acceptance to surrender to all that we don't yet know. May we be granted wisdom through experience, and in the name of that wisdom, may we serve. May we live happily with compassion, creativity, self-acceptance, and faith. May this faith awakes us to our truest self and allows us to see in each other our most magnificent reflection. May there be peace. Namaste.